Welcome back, everybody. Pete Smeals here with Rancher Labs, live from KubeCon show floor in the Rancher Labs booth. I'm joined for this line. Apologies for the voice. I got my day 2 voice working here. My apologies to our next guest, Will Kinard, who's with Boxboat. Will, you'd introduce yourself, say a little something about Boxboat.
Absolutely. I'm the CTO of Boxboat Technologies. We're a professional services firm based out of Bethesda, Maryland. A lot of East Coast work, but predominantly focused within the Kubernetes and distributed workflow space. So anything that has to do with containerized distributed workflows, from developer processes to continuous integration, automation, infrastructure automation, but predominantly within the Kubernetes ecosystem and deploying to Kubernetes in multi-environments.
So it's somewhat self-evident to say, you guys.
This is our major show of the year. I mean,
so
absolutely.
Thoughts. Tell us, what are your thoughts on the show, trends, technologies? What are you seeing you like? What are your thoughts?
I mean, the energy's been crazy, right? But I mean, we've been trending this direction for the last several years. Year after year, it gets amped up a new level, right? But from what I've noticed, and honestly from all the recent highlighted projects, certainly the keynote yesterday, super excited about OPA specifically, Open Policy Agent. That's been big for our customers and our service stack offerings to be able to come in, especially within particular environments that have to have that type of policy creation. We can offer something like that. So to see a project like that highlighted, we paired a lot with our Rancher deployments, and obviously as a premier partner of Rancher, Rancher is our go-to Kubernetes deployment. OPA, and then certainly with the general availability of K3S.
Thank you.
We've been tracking that.
Good plug in there, absolutely.
Oh, well, it's an easy plug, right? We've been tracking that project for some time now. We've rolled it out in MVP scenarios. I know you guys already have some production scenarios out there. And so when we look for the next 12 months with Boxboat, we'd love to get more into that edge and using K3S.
I was going to say, because we're seeing, I mean, we'll be talking a lot more about edge, obviously, in future sessions as we go forward. We're super excited about K3S GA. One other question for you: what are your thoughts on, because we're hearing this a lot, what are your thoughts on sort of evolution of sort of stateful apps, persistent storage? Because it sort of speaks to to me, it sort of speaks to the market maturity. Like, all of a sudden, it's not just about stateless. It's about the apps that sort of really matter, and
of course. Well, I mean, because it is all about the app, and that's what we're doing here, right? That's what this conference is trying to change. How do we get faster application deployment?
Right,
and everyone loves it, and it's easy to talk about greenfield deployments, but we know, and certainly in the services industries, we deal with large enterprises with large stateful applications. Certainly many technologies to handle that, and many we pull from you guys to handle that, whether it's Longhorn or some of the other deployment tools. Stateful apps are still out there today, and there's still many opportunities to gain traction and deploy.
And I would imagine you're seeing that. Are you hearing that more? Are you sort of hearing it more and more?
Oh, in terms of market traction, we are. So really, it comes down to the conversation of, do we re-architect this thing or deploy now and get what we can? And so a lot of times it really comes down to that conversation.
Got it.
But now that there's so much more traction, 3 years ago, right, it was just like, how in the world is this going to work? Right? Nowadays, it absolutely works. There are mechanisms to get it done. And let's chart forward. Right?
Cool. Agreed. So, sort of third bucket of the conversation then. From your vantage point, platinum partner of Rancher Labs, we're grateful for that. Appreciate
we love
the
it.
support. We do a lot of work together. Would love to get your thoughts, to hear your thoughts on the relationship, the partnership, the value you guys see, and sort of the joint value prop, and how we're sort of helping customers solve problems. We'd love to get your thoughts.
Well, listen, Rancher has been awesome for us. I mean, even the last 3 years in 1.0 and the creation of the multi-orchestration system, we've been deploying you guys for a long time. And to go all in and to become a platinum partner and really be focusing on Rancher deployments themselves, it's been a complete change, even just within our own culture. That's a pretty powerful statement, but within Boxboat, to really shift to a platform that we have confidence behind in our engineering, makes such a big difference for us.
So that's actually, I really like the way you said that, because the notion of maturity and culture shift, that's a lot of what's going on in the macro too, and it starts to your point, but it starts with the people that are at the tip of the spear, which are firms like Boxboat that are all in on Kubernetes. You're all in containers, but that's really what's going to drive all this stuff forward and help customers solve the problem.
It is what's driving it, and when we need to look to a stable platform to get K8s up, right, we no longer need to worry about Kubernetes itself, keeping Kubernetes up, the management, the RBAC, the overhead things, right? And now we're starting to see our engagements being able to focus on the apps, right? To the previous conversation, it's all about the apps deploying, accelerating, and we can have confidence when we deploy something like Rancher. It's up in seconds. We can automate around it, and we can get on top of it. That's huge for us.
Brilliant. No, and that one, grateful for that, makes a whole lot of sense. And again, I think speaks directly to what's happening from an overall market. It's like a couple years ago, it's like, will this work? How does this work? Can I do this? It's like, certified distributions is table stakes. central control plane is table stakes. Now it's about the application. How do you accelerate pipeline development? How do you re-architect?
Absolutely.
It's an overall market maturation, which is super exciting for both of us and for customers.
Of course, and our partnership with you guys, right, has been very synonymous, right? And we pick up, a core stack group of engineers, understand Kubernetes down to its core, and can rely on Rancher and deploy it to take our customers to the next level, right?
Awesome.
That's what it's all about.
Awesome. Yeah. Any closing thoughts as we wrap up?
Well, look, I mean, it's been an awesome year, but when we're looking ahead to next year, we're just seeing so much opportunity.
It's going to be a great year. I think that's a perfect way to wrap. So thank you very much for the partnership.
Really
Thanks everybody for listening. Have a great day.